victim of crimes allegedly committed by J-Lo and Diddy, but it seems one might have been putting more pressure on the other to run with a lie of a story. Things are currently looking for Diddy. It's a little difficult to see how he could possibly be in a worse situation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, his case just went from a bad 10 to a very bad 100. What's worse about the update on his alleged impending days in jail is that he might not be the only one getting charged. We all know it probably doesn't sound out of character that Diddy would force a false testimony out of someone, considering everything that's come out. But regardless of the situation, lying on the stand is still something that doesn't go unpunished. And the person that might be facing the music with him now is singer Jennifer Lopez. Some people believe karma is real, while others think it's the stuff of kids' stories. But Diddy might actually be living it in real time. Looking at everything that's befallen the mogul in the last couple of days and months, most people believe it's just his past catching up to him, but there's a new update in his case that paints a better picture. See, Diddy has committed several atrocities in the past. Many even believe that's how he's been able to stay successful and relevant over the years. Though a different version of the story has been told before, it seems shooting someone at a club might have been one of those atrocities. It happened years back, and the man believed he got away with it. But as I said earlier, things have just been going from bad to worse for this controversial rapper. It turns out the reason he was able to get away with such a heinous crime back in the day was that he allegedly bullied his way through everyone involved in the case, threatening and bribing everyone that could affect how things would turn out for him. But the biggest controversy that came out of that whole situation is that his girlfriend at the time, J-Lo, might have lied for him on the stand. To begin with, the location where the incident is alleged to have happened actually had a policy against people bringing guns inside, and because of that, the men got patted down and searched. The women, on the other hand, managed to escape it all, and that's allegedly how this man was able to get the weapon in question into the space. And can you guess who is alleged to have helped him carry it in her purse? The one and only J-Lo. Besides the victim of the crime herself stepping up to tell her story amid all of the other things that have come out about Diddy. A previously filed lawsuit by one of Diddy's old producers actually spells out that Diddy had once bragged about being responsible for the shooting. Probably shouldn't have done that. Anyway, it seems this man's past is once again coming back to bite him in the cheeks, and this time he might be going down with one of the most iconic singers in the industry right beside him. Don't just take it from me, take it from the aggrieved individual. Nations have spent the last couple of days, weeks, and months talking about how much trouble Diddy potentially has sitting on his front porch. But I tell you, this may be the most implicating of them all. This time, Diddy faces the same problem from two different sources. First, the victim of the incident, and second, the person whom Diddy gloated to about it. And while one has brought up the case and lost it, the second one has brought up the case yet again amid other allegations against the mogul. Now, the former seems to be fighting for the case to get reopened, and with everything that's going on with him, this may be the easiest request to be granted. For the news, days after Homeland Security agents raided multiple homes connected to media mogul Sean Diddy Combs, a woman who says he shot her in the face at a New York City nightclub in 1999, is calling for the case to be reopened. Natanya Rubin told News Nation on a Thursday episode of Elizabeth Vargas Reports that Diddy shot her, even though a jury acquitted him in 2001. However, there's a lot more to this story. For a long time, P. Diddy, also called Sean Love Combs and Puff Daddy, has been involved in lots of trouble for doing illegal things. In all these things, one of the biggest controversies people talk about is a shooting that happened in 1999, a crime that Diddy is alleged to have set someone else to take the fall for. In 1999, Jamal Michael Barrow, best known by his stage name Shine, his girlfriend Monday Hawkins Diddy, and his girlfriend Jennifer Lopez went to Club New York in Manhattan to celebrate the holidays. There was a fight between people from the Bad Boy Group and a man named Matthew Scar Allen, and then shots were fired, injuring 3 people, including Rubin. Although Shine was accused of shooting, Diddy was also arrested for having weapons. After a trial where they had different lawyers, Shine got convicted of having a weapon, assault, and endangering others, but not of trying to M. He got a 10-year prison sentence. Even though some witnesses said they saw both Shine and Diddy shooting in the club, Diddy was found not guilty. However, Combs was accused of bribing his driver, Wardell Fenderson, to take the blame for a gun he had during the shooting. Shine was left on his own, having to hire his own lawyer after Diddy cut all ties with him. His lawyers even requested that they be tried separately from Diddy, but the judge denied this request. Shine got out of prison in 2009 and was sent back to Belize, where he's now a political leader. Diddy's ex-bodyguard, Gene Deal, has however claimed that the music mogul most likely played a role in getting Shine convicted for the famous 1999 New York City club shooting. On March 13th, Deal spoke in an interview on the Art of Dialogue channel. They asked him about the night of December 27, 1999, when Shine was involved in a shooting at Club New York in Manhattan with Diddy and Jennifer Lopez. That night, a fight broke out in the VIP section after someone allegedly threw money at Diddy. Shine, who was 21 years old at the time, pulled out a gun and started shooting into the crowd, injuring 3 people. Puffy and J-Lo left the club and were later arrested with a concealed weapon in their car. Gene alleged they came to Shine and they asked Shine for $20,000. They had somebody that was going to make sure all of them got off, because they was not going to agree to none of those charges, and they were on the jury stand. They were on the jury. Shine may not admit to it, but he knows that to be true. This came from Diddy's other bodyguard, Anthony Wolf Jones. However, recently Netanya Rubin, the person who got shot in the New York nightclub that night in 1999, is alleging that Diddy, not Shine, shot her in the face. Recently, yesterday, Netanya went on social media after news came out about a lawsuit against Diddy. According to Media Takeout, producer Lil Rod is suing Diddy, accusing him of mistreatment. But it gets even more interesting. In the lawsuit, Lil Rod says that Diddy confessed to him that he, not Shine, was the one who shot Netanya in the face in 1999. Netanya got hurt badly and was left with permanent scars from that incident in 1999. After Shine got convicted for it, she sued Diddy and won a substantial monetary damage award. It would later be realized that there was way more to the story than what we knew. Netanya alleged that Diddy pointed a gun at her and shot her in the face from very close. She also says Diddy supposedly paid the club to get rid of video evidence of the incident. To top it off, she claims Diddy paid people to lie about what happened in court. I really told everyone and never changed what I said. I watched him. I got shot in the face. I watched him fire the gun. I've said it all this time. Even the surgeon who did my surgery testified in the criminal trial that while they were putting me under anesthesia, I was screaming, "Puffy shot me in the face." Everybody knew he did it, but he paid off the club bouncer and all these other people to hide the video. That's his MO. Well, when the case was tried, there were a few twists that made things end up the way they did, and the lies are alleged to have started from Diddy's team. I don't know if you know this, Judge, but this person, Jennifer Lopez, is a very famous actress. Diddy's then attorney, Harvey Slovis, said in 1999, according to the Times. To think that Mr. Combs is walking around with her with a loaded gun and then going to pull it out, it's so ridiculous that it stretches the imagination. However, during the trial, Rubin testified that she watched Diddy pull out a black gun with his right hand, according to the Washington Post. She also recalled seeing muzzle flashes and then feeling like a flaming hot sledgehammer had hit me in the face, the Post reported. Lopez, however, claimed that Shine shot the gun, according to ABC News. Because of her statement, the rapper who had been charged with gun possession and bribery was acquitted in the trial, which is one of the things that brings Lopez to the center of this discourse. You see, Rubin, who allegedly got $1.8 million from Combs as compensation, also mentioned that the rap executive had also flattened her car tires multiple times to scare her. In fact, a leaked clip also shows Diddy allegedly trying to bribe witnesses to testify against Shine, presumably to shift the blame away from himself. In the clip, he reportedly offered money to these witnesses and promised to take care of their families as well. So if these things did really happen, it's almost certain they will be discovered if the case is reopened, and that just might be Diddy's worst nightmare. But at the moment, not just his, but also J-Lo's, especially because word on the street is that Diddy might have heavily influenced Shine's conviction. Gene Deal even stated that Diddy encouraged witnesses who were brought to him to testify against Shine. According to Deal, these witnesses were not previously known to the district attorney. He said, The reason they got off was people were coming to Bad Boy Security, Paul and other people, and said that they were there. So they were giving them the district attorneys and the lawyers' cards and telling them to go and make a statement. And some of those people making statements were making statements against Shine. Listen to me, y'all heard it from me, but Shine said it himself in his interview. Deal added. You supposed to be my brother, and you got people testifying against me. Those people were testifying. They were brought to Puff first, saying what they saw against Shine, what they saw Shine do. The DA didn't even know those people existed. Shine said it himself. Because of this mountain of evidence against him, Shine was charged with attempted assault, reckless endangerment, and possessing a weapon. Diddy, who prosecutors initially claimed also fired a gun, faced weapon possession charges for having a firearm in his car after the shooting. The cases went to trial separately in 2001. Many people criticized Diddy for not using his powerful lawyers for Shine's case, which they saw as unfair, but I guess we can now see why. Well, fans who have an understanding of how the whole situation of getting a gun inside a club works have been speaking up about it, and they're all saying J-Lo might land in hot water after this. One of them wrote, "I work security. I know men have women carrying guns because we can't search the women. If you know this, it's believable she held that gun for him." Looks like the singer might be needing some incredible lawyers to wiggle out of this one. But if this means she might be looking at jail time for perjury, what does it say about Diddy, who's not only alleged to have forced her to, but also committed a slew of other crimes to bypass the law? Tell us. That's it. Goodbye.